Two fashion empires. One legacy battle. Dior, the heartbeat of Parisian elegance. Chanel, the revolution that redefined femininity. But if you could choose just one luxury brand to represent style, power, and timeless worth, which would you crown the queen of fashion? Comment your winner. And if you love luxury, subscribe now. Let's dive in. Before they were billion-dollar empires, there were just two visionaries: Gabrielle Coco Chanel and Christian Dior. Coco didn't just design clothes. She sparked a revolution. In a world ruled by corsets and constraints, she gave women freedom. Tweed jackets, trousers, and that little black dress. She made comfort chic and simplicity powerful. Meanwhile, in post-war Paris, Dior dropped a bombshell. The new look: cinched waists, full skirts, a return to ultra-femininity. While Chanel broke the rules, Dior redefined elegance and brought luxury back to a war-torn world. One made fashion liberating, the other made fashion glamorous again. Two names, two philosophy. But one question remains: who changed fashion more, the rule breaker or the romantic? Their legacies live on, not just in history, but in what they created. Chanel, the 2.55 bag, born in 1955, and still the ultimate status symbol. Chain strap, quilted leather, effortlessly Parisian. Then there's the number 5 perfume, the scent of icons, whispered on the necks of legends like Marilyn Monroe. And the tweed suit, power dressing, decades before the phrase existed. Now meet Dior's icons. The Lady Dior, named after Princess Diana herself. Structured, elegant, timeless. The Dior saddlebag, fashion's favorite comeback story, thanks to Gen Z and a few billion TikTok views. And the luminous J'adore perfume, pure gold in a bottle. But here's the real question: which of these pieces hold their value, and which make better investments? Chanel bags have outpaced inflation. A classic flap in 2010, around $2,800. Today, over $10,000. Dior bags, beautiful, but more trend-driven. Great for the moment, but will they still turn heads 20 years from now? This isn't just fashion. This is legacy you can wear. So which pieces truly stand the test of time? And which brand rewards your wallet as much as your wardrobe? It's not just about what's in the boutique. It's about what walks down the runway. Chanel, for decades, it was the world of Karl Lagerfeld, the master of reinvention. He transformed every runway into a story, a supermarket, a beach, even a rocket launch. Now, under Virginie Viard, the brand leans back into quiet elegance, minimalism, heritage, timeless charm. Then there's Dior. With John Galliano, fashion was fantasy. Runways were operas, theatrical, controversial, unforgettable. Today, under Maria Grazia Chiuri, Dior is bold, political, and unapologetically modern. Runways echo with feminism, activism, and artistry. So who's winning the spotlight now? Chanel draws the old money crowd. Classic, exclusive, untouchable. Dior captures headlines, edgy campaigns, bold statements, and social media heat. It's a battle of timeless polish versus fearless reinvention. One brand is keeping it classic, the other is taking bold risks. But in 2025, who's truly ahead on the catwalk? Let's talk numbers, because in luxury, the price tag says everything. Start with Chanel, a classic flap bag today, over $10,000. And it's gone up nearly every year. Even their costume jewelry now touches 4 figures. A simple tweed jacket, try $8,000 to $12,000. Now step into Dior. The Lady Dior bag, around $5,000 to $6,000. Still expensive, but more reachable. Perfumes like J'adore retail around $100, $150. Chanel's number 5? Similar, but often treated as more sacred. But here's the twist. Does the higher price mean better quality? Not always. Many experts say both brands offer impeccable craftsmanship, but sometimes you're paying more for brand prestige than material difference. So the real question is, are you buying fashion or buying status? Is Chanel overpriced? Or is Dior the smarter luxury buy in 2025? In luxury, style fades. But value? That's a whole different game. Let's talk about the Chanel Classic Flap. In 2010, you could buy one for around $2,800. Today, you're looking at $10,000 plus. And that's if you're lucky. Enough to get it in store. Resale prices? Some even exceed retail, especially for rare editions. That's not just fashion. That's a 250% return in just over a decade. Now look at Dior. The Lady Dior, iconic, yes. But resale? Often 20 to 40% below retail, unless it's limited edition. The saddlebag? Big social media hype, but resale values rise and fall with trends. Chanel equals long-term investment. Dior equals fashion moment. And here's the twist. With Chanel limiting supply and raising prices every year, their bags are becoming harder to get and more valuable secondhand. Dior bags, easier to buy, but that ease can mean less resale power. When fashion becomes finance, Which brand actually makes you money? The one with the logo or the one with the legacy? Luxury isn't just worn, it's witnessed. Chanel is the blueprint. Marilyn Monroe wore nothing to bed but Chanel number 5. Audrey Hepburn, Keira Knightley, Margot Robbie, all wrapped in the timeless mystery of Chanel on red carpets, runways, and royal galas. It's the silent language of elegance. But Dior? Dior is the loud, unapologetic heartbeat of now. Rihanna, redefining maternity style in custom Dior. Jennifer Lawrence, longtime muse of the house. And then there's BTS's Jimin, Blackpink's Jisoo, lighting up Dior with global fandom power. In the age of algorithms, Dior's strategy is bold. Own TikTok, dominate Instagram, and influence Gen Z at scale. Streetwear collabs, digital drops, viral fashion week moments. Meanwhile, Chanel keeps it elite. Private shows, couture salons, and campaigns that whisper luxury rather than scream it. So ask yourself, is legacy enough to capture the future? From Hollywood red carpets to K-pop stages, which brand is really shaping the next generation of luxury? So now that the runway's cleared and the dust has settled, let's break it down to essence. Chanel is timeless. It's the soft rustle of silk in a Parisian suite, the scent of number 5 in a velvet-lined room. It's classic, controlled, and forever elegant. A brand that whispers power and never needs to shout. Dior is the dream. It's lace soaked in light, art stitched into fabric. It's fearless, romantic, a little rebellious, always evolving, always telling a story, even when it breaks the rules. Chanel is the icon. Dior is the artist. So now the choice is yours. Which one speaks to you? So Dior or Chanel? The artist or the icon? Comment your winner below. We're reading every take. And if luxury debates are your vibe, like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because the next fashion face-off is just around the corner.